Hi folks, and welcome back to my review of the New Jedi Order. Today we're going to talk about an ebook written by Troy Denning called Recovery. Now this ebook would also be reprinted in the paperback edition of Star by Star, but it takes place about this time. Now right after the events of Balance Point, Han rushes Leia to a doctor. Remember, she's been tortured. She's not doing very well. Well, during that time, the Peace Brigade attacks and they have to, fight them off and escape them. The Peace Brigade is going to be a big, they're kind of a villain, but they're kind of traitors of the human race. They have decided to make peace with the Vong by turning in the Jedi themselves. They're basically just self-proclaimed bounty hunters, capturing Jedi and delivering them to the Vong, doing whatever they can because they're choosing a winning side. People are flipping now. Since the Vong are now establishing themselves as a big power, a lot of people are just turning against the New Republic and joining the Vong, and that's the Peace Brigade that do that. So this is our, chronologically, it's our first, I think it's the first appearance of the Peace Brigade. Anyway, Thrackan Sal Solo is in this. After the events of previous novels, he has been proclaimed the hero of the Corellia. Remember, in that battle, he had Anakin fire Centerpoint Station, which killed off a lot of the Vong fleet, but unfortunately wiped out even more of the Hapen fleet. But, Thrackan, he can turn any story into gold, and so he kind of spun it that he was the one who was the winner of that battle because he helped Anakin fire the laser, even though he was the one who was at fault for making it misfire. But leave it to Thrackan Sal Solo, man. He's a scoundrel in the bad sense of the word, where Han is a scoundrel in the good sense of the word. So Thrackan Sal Solo is now hero of Corellia. He's going to save the people of Corellia. Now this ties perfectly in with the Corellian trilogy. Remember, he had power, he lost at the end, went to jail. Then he got released on good behavior. He's slowly been rising up. He took this victory against the Vong and kind of catapulted himself back into his former position. When are people going to learn, right? But now he's going to the Vong to make a deal with them. Leave Corellia alone. We don't want any mess. You can take the Republic if you want to. Now this is very interesting because I don't think it was intended to do this, but it does hint at another plot that will happen later on. One of the next big story arcs happen to deal with Corellia's defection from the New Republic. And you kind of wonder, you kind of see the seeds planted here in this ebook story. I'm not saying this ebook story is just, the crux of what kicked off an entire new series, but you could look at it that way. Now, the reason this short story is really good, and you have to read it, this is the part where Han and Leia have some time to reconnect. A lot has happened in the New Jedi Order, and Han's been kind of distanced. He shut himself off from Leia. They're not a team like they used to be anymore. And this is the time where there's healing in their relationship. And this story is needed. In fact, I'm kind of shocked they put this in an ebook. All of these ebooks really impact the story. They really impact the story going forward. But it's kind of crazy. I'm thinking, wow, this would have been great to be in a novel too, have them reconnect. But they didn't have time for that, so they put it in an ebook. But it's really good. It makes the ebook really awesome. Another thing that happens at the end, because we have to have more adventure in this ebook, is they figure out that Vicky Shesh, who's a senator in the New Republic, is secretly a Vong sympathizer. She's working with the Vong. And she's the one that's been helping with the chaos in the Senate as not to get their ducks in a row, to get the Vong more chance to kind of take over. So, and by the way, Vicky Shesh has a vote that is going to, for the Senate to agree to turn over the Jedi. Well, Han and Leia rush to the Senate. They block her votes. She doesn't win. I think Leia gives a speech. I can't remember right now. But anyway, the vote fails, but unfortunately, they don't have enough evidence to convict or accuse Vicky Shesh. They just know she's a traitor. Now, this is interesting because going forward, we know, well, we've already known in the books before that she was the traitor, but going forward in the books, so does everyone else. And you're thinking, well, how did they find out? Well, they found out because of this ebook. Like I said, when an ebook pushes the storyline and continues on the story, passes along the story, man, that's great. I've never seen ebooks that mattered so much than in the New Jedi Order. They really mattered. And I mean, yeah, you could get away with skipping it, I guess, and just assume that later on they found out. But this is how they found out in this ebook. Really good stuff. Now, also, this ebook kind of tells us what we're going to see going forward is that the Jedi are losing support in the Senate. The Senate used to support the Jedi. They were their friends. They were supposed to be their protectors. Remember, Cornhorn blew it at Ether, even though that wasn't his fault. But that's, that didn't look good. The Jedi have been very ineffective. Luke's been kind of wishy-washy here. And the galaxy, they're losing pieces of the New Republic every day. So right now, the support from the Senate is waning. It's still there, but it's waning. And that's going to be a big impact for future stories to come. But anyway, for an ebook, folks, there is so much in here. So much in here. I'm so impressed. Yes, you do. In my opinion, you do have to read the ebooks, and you should. I think the ebooks are fantastic. But if you're reading Recovery, you need to pick up a copy of Star by Star. You could probably get it available. It's still probably available on ebook. But pick up a copy. Either buy one or buy the trade paperback from Star by Star and give it a read right at this point. Believe me, you won't regret it. All right, folks, that's all the time I have for now. See you later with another video.